Hello, everyone, and welcome to chapter 109 of The Last Thoughts of a Busy Mind. This one titled The Best Laid Plans, taken from the parable The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Now, I hope you are able to listen to this, which means I have been successful in my mission of uploading this. I'll I'll get to it. Let me just start. First of all, my doing tonight. My doing tonight is a juice mix. It's a juice. It's 50% juice and a mix of sour cherry, pomegranate, and white grape. It's incredibly tart. Let me take a sip. Yep. And I'm sure if you drink enough of this, you will pass out. So, it hasn't been the best week. First of all, for those of you who haven't heard the last episode, I watched the second episode of Taskmaster. It's been fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's been fun. Ivor Graham and Frankie Boyle have a great chemistry. But the week that has passed has been both incredibly lackluster and incredibly stressful. Lackluster because, I slept for most of it. I've been very sleepy and my sleep schedule has been thrown into the blender. I'm recording this at 1:27 a.m. I am a little bit tired, but I want to record and see if I can upload this. Because for the past week, I've been having VPN problems. Now, those of you who have heard me speak in the last season 7, which was our first themed season, have heard me talk about this multiple times, talk about the fact that it is incredibly hard, if not at some points impossible, to access internet in Iran because they have restricted access due to the recent revolution that has been happening. In usual, it is hard. It is harder now, and for the past week, it has been even harder. Recently, they've limited the speed of the internet, and some VPNs are completely useless now. So I've been having VPN problems. Now, when VPN problems happen, I tend to get very anxious because, as I've said before, this is my last window to the outside world. And without it, I can't do anything. For example, talk to many people and or upload this. Now, I know this is like very low on the list of reasons why I need a VPN, but it is important because, this is where we get to the meat of the thing. VPN problems was the start. It was the inciting incident. The meat of it is planning. I have plans. Anyone has plans. And for example, I had plans of making a video. Now, if I had stuck to it, I didn't, and made a video right about now, how am I going to upload it? There isn't an easy way unless I find another system to upload it and then someone download it and then they upload it for me, which is another whole mess. And even then, I have to give them access to my Google account, which is not ideal. It's anxiety inducing. Even this, okay. I have one weekly plan, which is record an episode of The Last Thoughts of a Busy Mind, this show that you're listening to, and upload it every Friday. I've been doing it for more than 2 years. And even then, I can't rely on it. Because, like today, I am genuinely anxious. I'm genuinely stressed over the fact whether or not I can upload this. I am talking And in the back of my head, I'm going, this is useless. You're not going to be able to upload this. You can't upload this. And you know the sad thing? It is kind of true. There is a chance I might not be able to. Or it's going to be too much of a headache. I need to jump and back and forth between different VPNs, and that is not good because you need a stable connection, especially for the service that I use in order to upload the audio. For the video, I can jump back and forth, but for the audio version, I need to. And so that's why I named this the best laid plans, because how am I supposed to plan? A lot of people say that, planning gives them reassurance, and that is true. I love planning and then sticking to it. But over the last few months, last couple of years, ever since COVID, but even more in the last few months, I can't plan. Because, again, the best laid plans of mice and men go awry. And not because of, my own shortcomings. That is a part of it, but I don't know. I live in a country that is in the middle of a massive economic crisis. It's not been at all good, to the point that even people who I know are good at planning can't even plan ahead because, well, you don't know the price of dollar tomorrow. And in the middle of a social movement that is incredibly important, but has met with incredible backlash from the tyrannical government. And I'm not being hyperbole, I'm not like those people who say, oh no, the tyrannical government, because it has different policies than I know. They are tyrannical. They're still poisoning people, poisoning children in school. Because of that, they restrict everything, and they restrict access to the internet, and, well, you have VPNs, you have ways of circumventing them. But I can't plan. Okay, one of the things I wanted to do, again, it's about making plans. There has been some stuff I can't talk about, I won't talk about, but they have to do with possible future of myself, what I can do in the future. And there are incredible things, and I'm doing some work with one of my friends. But every time I talk to him, I use a messaging app. In the back of my head, I have this voice that says, this might be the last time you can talk to him. They might restrict the access to the internet fully, like they did in 2019. Then what? And honestly, there is no answer. If that happens, I'm fucked. The whole planning on that side is fucked because I can't talk to him. And that is, I have anxiety about that plan in and of itself, whether or not it will happen, what it means. Will I have any administrative problems and all of that? They are still there. But a problem beyond that is, I don't know. I don't know if I sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna have access to the internet. I mean, that's a huge part of my life. I know it's incredibly, probably pathetic that my life relies so heavily around that, but I mean, I don't think it is, to be honest. I think a lot of people's lives revolve around that. But what will happen? I don't know. And that gives me anxiety. I had a very anxious week. I am incredibly tired. I'm tired of jumping between VPNs. I'm tired of the net speed. I'm tired of everything. And I'm tired of the fact that I do have problems in a sense that I often think that everything I do is pointless. a long issue. I'm not gonna go to it right now. I do have that feeling that, oh, why do I record this? Why do I make videos? Why do I write stories? These are all pointless. I have that problem, which is a deep existential crisis. I'm not gonna get into it. But when one of the reasons I record these is for myself and to share it. If I can't, why am I recording these? Why am I doing this? Why do I make videos? And I don't have an answer for that, and that tires me, you know? I'm tired. That's the thing. I am incredibly tired. Sorry, this episode is a mess, I know, but again, I've not had a good week. I can't plan. I have a to-do list, and on it are a bunch of stuff. Some of them I can do, like go to the dentist, which I am going in 2 weeks to take my wisdom teeth out. But how can I plan? Let's say I make a video tomorrow. It won't happen, but I'm sitting down to write a script tomorrow. In the back of my head, I know there is a chance that whatever I write right now will never happen. Because even if I manage to film it, edit it, even if I manage to circumvent the internet enough to get the footage that I need in like other stuff that I use in the videos, what's next? I can't upload it. Not with this speed. And I do mean I can't, because at some point the speed drops so low that the app just thinks you're disconnected. And that's tiring. That's incredibly tiring. I'm going to take another sip of my drink. And that makes me afraid. And being afraid means I become more sheltered, more reclusive. I went out of the house today. And by today I mean Thursday, not Friday. Outside of the house, on mobile data, I actively had no access. I tried like 5 different VPNs. One of them barely worked. Just so I can ask my friends where they were. And in the back of my head, I'm saying to myself, well, don't leave the house then. And I hate that. I hate that. Because I'm admitting defeat at that point. I'm saying that, yep, you got me, you got us as a people. I am giving more of my freedom just to just have access to something. And I know even that is temporary. And that frightens me, because when I want to sleep, in the back of my head is, what if when I wake up I don't have it? So I better not sleep. I better keep an eye. You know that old superstition that, if you keep an eye on it, it won't happen, even though it doesn't fucking matter. That. And the fact that this is my current life depresses me, saddens me, angers me. This is not a good way of living. I can distract myself, I'm good at that. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here at 1:40 a.m. talking, and I have to deal with the fact that for the past 7 months, and probably by the time September comes around a year, my life has not only been disrupted, it has actively kind of stopped. And this is not a good life. I don't have all of the previous problems. Those of you who've been listening to this long enough probably know all of the loneliness and anxieties and insecurities that I have. I still have those. I still feel alone. I still feel abandoned. I still feel unliked. But on top of that, I feel fucking useless. Let's not even mention the fact that, again, as I said, there are more people getting killed. More people are being poisoned. Children are being poisoned. More people are suffering still. And I do recommend go back and listen to that. I do talk about why I can't keep doing that. It's for my own mental health, honestly. But it doesn't mean it stopped just because I'm not talking about it. It is still going on, and it still affects me. Kumar Sapur Ahmad fucking kills himself. And it still affects me. I still feel all of those emotions. And I know one person, me, can't do anything. I will do the best I can. But is it enough? I don't know. Was it ever enough? I don't know. But I feel useless. Everything I do is useless. Even recording this, because again, I don't know whether or not I will be able to upload it. But even if I do, what will happen then? What about next week? What if I sleep and when I wake up again, I don't have access? What will I do then? I don't know. I don't want to find out. Depression is not. I've told it before. I am actively depressed. But if I can't even do the smallest fucking thing that I used to do, recording a podcast, making a shitty little video, talking to my friends, and just, doing something, then what's the point? I want to do my usual call to action. Remember to send me a message on Anchor, Spotify podcast, Anchor, or if you listen to this on Spotify, there's a link in the description. You can go there and send me a voice message. I will play your voice message at the beginning of the next episode. If you listen to this on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all of that. But honestly, and Castbox, you can comment. I will see it. But I don't even know if I'll be able to upload this. So what's the point? This has not been a happy episode and not a coherent one as that. It's been incredibly self-pitying. And I think I needed it. I'm not well. And I know I'm not well, but that doesn't make it better. Hopefully I can upload this. But if I can, and like next week I go silent, know that I couldn't find a VPN to do it. If I even have access to the internet, then I probably will record 1 minute and send it if I can have like limited access. I don't know what I will do. Hopefully I will see you next week. But this has been chapter 109, the best laid plans.